Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Polypoid, gonna be BarrackS and Snow, two ASL dudes coming at you. Haven't won an ASL yet, but I feel like in the future they will. Top right, it is Snow. Top left, it is BarrackS. He was coached by Flash, and his performance in ASL 21 showed it, man. He was so good in PvTs and as well as TVZs. So we will see. We will see if he can take down Snow here today for the Patreon cast of the week of July. Wow, January. My brain's like, it's a J month. Clearly it's July. No, it's January, brain. We got this. It's January the 1st, 2026, man. If you're watching this, you're in the future. So if you're watching this the week of January the 1st, 2026, thanks for being a patron of mine at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. Appreciate you very much if you are. If you're a channel member as well, I love you. Thanks for supporting me so consistently. If you're on Twitch on a subscription too, man. They're people who are supporting me on a monthly basis are the core. They're what keep this going. So thanks to all of you. And if you're watching this on YouTube in, I don't know, like late January, February 2026, somewhere along those lines, hit that like button, subscribe. Trying to get to 75,000 subs on the channel. Maybe one day we'll get there. I firmly believe it. Now, what do we got here? PvT. Here on Polypoid, who's going to be the one to not respect the other player here, right? Who's going to delay their gas? Who's going to go for an expansion? Snow's getting his gas at the right time. He is taking BarrackS seriously. I'm pretty sure this would be a Smurf name that is recognizable to Snow. He probably knows that this is the guy, and there's the gas from BarrackS. All right, so nobody's disrespecting the other player right now. If you're BarrackS, you definitely don't want to risk it with Snow by delaying that gas for an earlier expansion. Let's get the factory out. Let's get the spider mines down. Let's get the tanks out as fast as we can. It makes us feel safe against things like Dragoon pushes from someone like Snow. So that's what we're going to do. Scout the right direction. Again, there is RNG in StarCraft. Some of it has to do with where you scout and when you scout. And here we go. He finds the Protoss. Top right says, ooh, short rush distance. I'm not sure if that's good for me. It could be good for me, right? Do you want to do some vulture drops inside the main base? Ooh, this short rush distance makes it really awesome. Do you want to do maybe a little bit of a marine tank style push here? Again, short rush distance helps the Terran too. And as mentioned previously, Dragoons coming across the map to try to ruin your day. Short rush distance on the other way too. Double-edged sword here for sure from both these players. They both know where the other one is now. They both scouted the right way. I think the probe was heading down to scout the bottom right, but then saw the SCV and said, oh, okay, top left. Nice. So came to see what's going on. Saw the gas, saw the factory timing, saw the no expansion. Said, I'm going to harass a little bit. I'm not going to come over here just for the funsies of it, get the information. I'm here to stab, well, not stab, electrocute, right? Particle beam. It looks kind of like an electricity attack when it zaps an SCV, yeah? I'm going to say it's electricity attack. Sol, good. Probe hiding back here. It's not, okay, and then expanding. I don't, sure. I mean, worried about an SCV coming in to block it, maybe, but that's not something that was going to happen. Why is this SCV way down here? I think maybe he's trying to scout and not get spotted by the probe that he's scouting. Marines holding the front. Vultures on the way. Expansion timing soon, but first, bunker? No, expand first. You got this. SCV comes in. Dragoon's waiting for it. He says, I know you want to scout me. Look at this. Can you get a scout? Oh, the jukes to get a scout off. I mean, look, the Dragoon's not killing the SCV before he sees the expansion. He was trying. He was trying to body block that guy. Couldn't quite do it. And again, nice juke for sure. Scouting probe dies. Expansion seen. Your expansion feels very safe right now. Let's get a bunker just for extra safety. If you're BarrackS. If I was playing against Snow, I'd get that bunker too, man. And then Snow would show up with like 37 scouts at 6 minutes and I would die. But it'd be an honor to play against him nevertheless. Now, Marines don't have that bunker yet. They don't have the safety of the 4 walls with holes in them, right? There's holes in a bunker, but that's where you stick your guns out to shoot. Excellent. Everything's fine. Robotics facility. Again, double-edged sword can be used defensively for observers to deal with the spider mines. Can be offensive if you get a very fast robo support bay out. And then suddenly Reavers are part of the play, and Snow's making Reavers against you, and that's even worse than him making scouts. Hate it so much. Spider mines coming in. Gateway on the way. I did have somebody a couple weeks ago come into the channel and be like, hey, can you turn up the music volume a little bit in your casts? And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because in the time between I'd cast that game and when he left the comment, I actually had turned the music up in the replays because it was a little bit low. And so let me know if you ever have questions about sound balance or recommendations for players you want to see cast or matchups. Let me know in the comments. I read every comment anyone ever makes on the channel. You know that if you've been here for any length of time. But if you're new, welcome aboard. And I'll read your comment, man. I might not respond to it. I might not heart it if if it warrants a heart. If I want to give it a heart, I'll give it a heart. But, otherwise, we'll see. We'll see if you can earn one. How's that sound? Anywho, singularity charge, nice. Observatory, somewhere, maybe at the front, not happening yet. Armory on the way. And let's see when siege mode's going to pop up here for BarrackS. He's got the money for it. He needs a 150, 150. And he's spending the gas on a +1 vehicle weapons upgrade very fast. I wonder if he's even going to go for a timing attack here. I mean, look, the longer the game goes on against somebody who's better than you are, the worse it's going to be for you. It's like a 2-base timing attack could be pretty great. Good snipe on that probe. Scans the main, sees the robo, doesn't see anything else. Oh, there's an observatory up there. Okay, so observatory, yes. Oh, and support bay down here at the front door, which these vultures can see. If they head over that way, they can take it down. Oh, spider mines are dying. Guess what? There's detection available. Siege tank plus bunker against 4 dragoons is going to do just fine. Second factory in production. This feels very much like a +1 attack, right? +1 timing attack. All right, Shadosh Cannon sees the robo. And then the scan wears off. So vultures spider mining up potential third bases here for snow. Not spider mining this 12 o'clock base up, but expanding towards the Terran is probably a bad idea, right? Because if the Terran can just go hop, skip, jump, siege up here, your base dies. No, he wants to expand down here. That's why there's spider mines down here on Polypoid. Oh, siege mode is done. Let's go. Wait, was that on the way when I was complaining about it? Maybe. Sometimes I do that. What do we got? Starports? Yeah, maybe EMPs, maybe some drop ships. We've got a BarrackS up in this position because guess what? Reaver with shuttle in it. Very scary. And a shuttle's on the way. Caterpillar Man happening. Citadel in production here too. You want speed fast against Zerg, but against Terran, you can hang on a little bit. Right? Speed lots are good against tanks, and it takes a while for the Terran to get tanks out. So you get Dragoons first to handle the vultures and handle everything else. What are we scouting here? Scanning the main. Citadel timing checked. He's like, okay, I've got about, 90 seconds before speed lots are going to be a problem for me. That's fun. Good to have that information, though. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 fac. Not getting up to 4 or 5 factories, though, yet. I think he probably wants to expand. Let's see if they start building a command center right there. And then, we can put it there, and it's minerals only. But you need vultures anyway. Charon boost is on the way. Science facility for those science vessels. It's all science in the end, isn't it? Still no third base. This is a third. But again, minerals only, but you need the zealots, so whatever. So this is not Reaver drop stuff. This is, we're going to put Reavers and Dragoons at your front. We're going to try to keep you from coming across the map and killing my stuff. Actually, just kidding. He's got a plan, and the plan is to get inside the main base and try to wreak havoc there, bypassing the Goliath. Response time just a little bit too slow, but no, sees the siege tank, sees the number of tanks, sees the Goliaths in there, and says, no, let's not use it. Arbiters. I haven't seen a game where Snow uses Arbiters in a while. Let's go. Maybe some recalls. I know some people don't like PvT, but if you put a recall in there, people are like, oh, hold on a second. This is more interesting now. Gotta love a good recall, man. Maybe the greatest, coolest spell in StarCraft. There are probably better spells in StarCraft, but as far as just cool factor goes, I really think that recall might be my favorite spell just for coolness alone. Yeah, Arbiter's coming in. Another scan. Sees the Arbiter Tribunal and says, oh, okay. Arbiters it is. More turrets required. EMP needs to be researched without a doubt. Scans out. Sees the Reaver. Sees the Dragoons. Ah, man, imagine getting killed by a giant ball of energy coming right for your face. Tank sniped. Oh, Spider-Mine's killed the Zealot, but also 2 Vultures. I'm not sure if that is a good trade or not. Tank sniped as well. Reaver putting in some serious work here. Goliath trying to get shots off on the shuttles without actually dying to the Reaver itself. Dragoons trying to get another tank kill, and they do, but all the Dragoons die. The trades are so important here in PvT, and I think that was probably worth it from Snow. Killed 2 or 3 tanks, couple vultures died there as well, kept his Reaver alive. That's the big ticket item here. Zealot legs are on the way, finally. He says, you know, Dragoons aren't very good against tanks, it turns out. He is going to snipe an obs and build a third base here. Minerals only, high ground near the main. Very safe place for a third base. You need more than 150 minerals to do that, though, BarrackS. This SFE looks like he's setting it up. And there's the 4th base down the right side from Snow during that attack. Attack while expanding. Day9 told me that a hajillion years ago, and I remember it. But when you're playing StarCraft, it is hard to remember. Right? You're microing at the front. You're doing this, right? You're paying attention to what's happening here. You don't have the time to look back at your base and expand. Let's see if he does it. BarrackS is floating some cash. Oh, no, look, he's doing it. Oh, he does it. He throws it down as he's pushing at the front. Good man, BarrackS. That's what we're talking about here. So, Reaver high ground. Well, bam. Forward tank gets sniped. Nicely done. Siege tank shots. Dragoons bleeding into the ground here of Polypoid. Spider-Mine's connecting on 2 Zealots and killing them. No vultures down that time. This is a pretty scary push. Again, it's not a 2-base all-in, but that +1 attack is done, and +2 is on the way here, too. I mean, that is really fast upgrading here from BarrackS. He got that upgrade fast, and he is ready to rock. And by ready to rock, I mean he's leaving. Says, let's fall back a little bit. Maybe send some vultures on a harassment mission of their own. We've got 2, 4, 5 factories here inside the main. And yeah, recall's getting researched. Here we go. Not like an instant research there, but it's on the way. Stasis is a more important upgrade for these arbiters, as we all know. I assume EMP has been researched on the science facility. If we're building science vessels and the enemy has arbiters, you probably want to have EMP. Third base looking fine. 4th base for the Protoss also looking fine. And so far, 146 to 117 supply. Snow's macro is legendary, and it is not falling apart here at all. He's looking great. +1 attack, finishing up soon for his ground units, for his gateway stuff, and his robo stuff that's on the ground. Spider-Mine, everything. Again, every PvT on this map, it ends up with a Protoss player down here, attacking up this ramp into that 3rd base. And if you spawn here, they come from this way, and if you spawn here, they come from this way, but they always do it. The Terran takes the 3rd base here, the Protoss decides to try to crack it, and how well it goes usually determines how the rest of the game goes for the Protoss and for the Terran player. So, here we go. I mean, stasis has helped a lot in breaking positions like that. Big fan of Distasis. More Arbiter production here. Oh, EMP is on the way now. So, not yet. No. Spider mining out in advance. Just advance warning for where Snow's troop movements are. Arbiter recall in the main. Again, not my favorite place to recall, but hey. Turret down. Maybe a few supply depots will die. Supply blocking the ever-loving heck out of the Terran player is a good thing to do, but I don't know if this is going to work out. Bringing the Reaver in. Ooh, double Reaver coming in too. Oh, I love that. So you bring the Vultures in because they're fast to deal with the Zealots, but then you bring the Reaver in to counter the Vultures, wipe them out. More Vultures are coming in. I mean, this is a really big commitment. Here from the Protoss, Terran responding as well. Armory getting sniped would be a big deal. EMP could be really nice here, too, to help clear this thing out. But, man, getting close enough. Yeah, all right. We're going to leave these Dragoons to die, but we're going to get the Reavers out of there because, again, they're the expensive boys. So, man, an attack up here into the 3rd base while that was happening would have been good. But, I mean, it was, again, a huge commitment from Snow. Doesn't end up doing much. I mean, what? Supply depot's down. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Does supply block BarrackS a little bit. I mean, if you're going to recall into the main base, you might as well get a supply block off. I mean, canceling an upgrade is a lot. It's very good to cancel an upgrade, but I don't know if that's what we're going to see here. With a recall, maybe. This armory wasn't even researching an upgrade when it came under fire. So expanding up. Ooh, there you go, towards the Protoss. Excellent stuff. Big fan of expanding towards the Toss. If you're Terran, 4th base there. 5th base down south. Interesting that Snow didn't take that corner base. That corner standing spawning location. It's just almost counting as a ninja, I would say. Arbiter coming in. Oh, providing the cloak. There's the scan. What cloak, says BarrackS. No cloak here. Reaver's getting shot off. That was like 5 vultures down for 1 scarab shot. Huge value on that scarab. Wow, Reaver's putting in some work here. Base is here, but man, good stuff here from Snow. Just making good trades consistently. And you know what? Even if you don't kill a base, if you make good trades every time, you're gonna win the game. You're just gonna have more army than your enemy is. Consistently. Stasis actually is researching after recall. I thought for sure he had gotten stasis before recall, but no. He's getting stasis now at 1530. Are we scanning? He's just, you know, trying to see troop movements here. Is there an attack coming from that way? Is it coming from this way? You know, got to pull my forces to defend wherever the heck the Protoss is coming from. He sees this setup and says, okay. And then Snow's like, oh, you saw me. Well, I guess we'll commit to it. Maybe you can't position your tanks in time. And here he goes. Like I said, here comes the charge into the third base. Snow on top of everything. No vultures bodying, blocking for those tanks. No zealots get in there whatsoever. And Snow doesn't overly commit. He doesn't throw good away after bad, and he's cool. That was awesome. Good defense by BarrackS, but good job recognizing what was happening by Snow and having him fall back anyway. This is... Wait. He takes this base. Overtaking this base or this base. What? Weird. Why? I can't figure out why Snow doesn't want that location. Like, usually Protoss will take those corner bases on a 4-player map like this, and, you know, if their main base dies, which is a very real threat in a PvT, it happens all the time, actually. Then you just, you know, build down here. Build your racks, build your racks, your gateways, your tech structure is down there in the bottom right, and you're good to go. You're up and running again. But Snow, maybe going for the ones that are harder to take later, and then maybe it's easier for him to take that corner base later into the game. That might be his rationale here. We're getting a Scarab damage upgrade. We are really heavy into the Reavers today. Big fan. And more Arbiters coming out here too. You already invested in the upgrades for the Arbs. Might as well use them. Scanning again. Seeing the Arbiter. Seeing the Shuttle. Seeing the Reaver. This is just delay tactics. This Reaver is not here to win the game. This Reaver is here so that when the Terran moves out, you take Reaver shots to the face. Whatever you are. Tanks. Vultures. It's all good. Although taking tank shots as a Reaver is not great. You get outranged by about 1.5 miles if you're a Reaver and you're dealing with the tank, but most everybody does, so don't feel too bad about it, guy. Yeah, look at all this anti-recall stuff here inside the main base. Turret, Spider-Mine, Spider-Mine, Spider-Mine. He's patrolling, I think, with vultures just to make sure it doesn't happen. He's got a bit of a logjam here at the natural base. Trying to sneak up this... Oh, Protoss could have shut something down here, but they fall back. I don't think Sino saw that. He was low ground against high ground. He doesn't have that vision, but he could have come up and at least killed an SCV. Again, free damage is free damage. Anything you can kill without taking any losses in return is great. Both players are maxed out. And here we go. BarrackS, he's got his +3. We saw his upgrades timings. It makes sense that he's got it. And here's the slowdown effort from Snow. Got a little storm in there. Khadiran Amulet's getting started. Arbiter energy upgrade coming in here too. Khadiran Core. Very Khadiran specialized right now is Snow with the choices he's making for his tech. I kind of like it. He's got a worker advantage. BarrackS does. 71 to 63. Both players maxed out. Both players developing banks right now here in 19 minutes, but we're going to go into those banks real soon. Good stasis. Everything that dies needs to be replaced, and that's where your bank is used. Oh, 1 Reaver down, 1 Reaver remains, and he wants to finish off a tank, and he gets the tank. Beautifully done. This Reaver remains alive. Actually, hang on. I saw a hit, but maybe he didn't get the second hit on the Reaver yet. Dude, Snow, you're insane. Keeping both those alive is ginormous. More scans, dude. He's just trying to see where the army is. God, Snow's Reaver Micro. Why did you click on this game? Maybe you'll love BarrackS. Maybe you'll love PvT with recalls. Maybe you're here for Snow's Reaver Micro, man. It is insane in the membrane. Reaver, yes. All the way up there. 3 vultures down. Okay, a scarab on a spider mine, not a great trade, but hey. Nice D-Matrix on that tank, keeping it alive as well here from BarrackS. So Snow's up in overall supply. He has almost no gas. And the Terran getting across here is the end of times for the Protoss, usually. Really, really nice storm. Don't want these guys to park here. So he's going to storm a bunch of them. 2 storms to kill a tank makes it a lot harder to kill these tanks. Dragoons all melting into the ground here. Uh-oh. Tanks positioning here can simultaneously threaten the right side 3 o'clock and this high ground minerals only. It's kind of the downside of taking those 2 bases. Where is Snow's response? Doesn't have one. This is a +3 attack of doom right now for Snow. That Nexus is dead. 2 volleys down with that many +3 tanks. Yeah, you think. Both players maxing out as they lose units. Snow, no shame there. Oh, look who did expand down here and make a bunch of gateways. There we go. Snow knows what's up. He's not skipping it. D-Matrix up. Reaver connections. Good. D-Matrix makes it survive. Another individual connection there. This is really bad down here from Snow. Is he going to recall? Usually in this situation, Protoss will counter recall to try to get some pressure off their front door like this, but I'm looking at the minimap. I'm trying to see if there are any Arbiters flying around, but I don't see anything. There's definitely OBS checking bases. Hey, look, a base there for BarrackS. Neat. Yeah, this is all going to die. This is it. I mean, again, it provides backup in case the main base dies, but, you know, the main base provides backup in case this base dies, too. It's hard for the Terran to kill both. Oh, hang on. Wait, what? Oh, he did recall Zealots in there. Okay, fair enough. He does recall counterattack into the 9 o'clock. Lift the CC. BarrackS doesn't know it's oh, he does. It's too late. It's on fire. Stasising on the science vessels there. Top of the ramp holding. This is very, very important for Protoss to be able to hold the top of this ramp right now. If this bottom right side dies, a lot of the production is dead. A lot of these probes are going to die too. He might have to evacuate these probes with that shuttle or maybe recall them out. Possibly. But dude, BarrackS losing that base at the 9 o'clock was huge as well. Just producing out of these gates to defend the base. Another round of Zealots comes out just in time to help deal with these siege tanks. Snow is holding on by the skin of his teeth right now. This is amazing stuff. Sieging up. Dragoons firing away. Okay, we're out of stasis. Do we have EMPs? We have a couple EMPs. These Arbiters are not really worth EMPing right now. They don't have a ton of energy. More Vultures coming in just at the right time for BarrackS. I mean, it's just been the nick of the time on the defense. For Snow, same thing here on the offense. For BarrackS a little bit, though. Again, Science Vessels, meaning the Cloak doesn't do anything. We don't have Arbiters for Cloak, really. Do we? No. Reaver back here. Snow Reaver. Reaver getting picked up. I think an EMP got tossed down on that one. Goliath here to wipe out Arbiters. Just so scans are so consistent. This base looks like it's going to die. We've got a little bit of a push up here. Good stasis. A bit of a push out attempt here by BarrackS. Did get stopped by Snow. Kind of dead in his tracks there. The bottom right is going fairly well for the Terran. Snow is trying to make it hurt as much as it can. Zealots up into the 12 o'clock. 4th base here for BarrackS. Spider-Mine's doing a lot more there than I think was anticipated. Arbiter flying into turrets is never what you want to be doing here. Arbiters have a lot of HP, but man, turrets hit really hard too against air targets. Dragoon wanders in. Dragoon actually, takes down that tank. Wandering into that mineral line might trigger the Spider-Mine, but also kill a ton of SCVs as well. That Spider-Mine is very close to those SCVs. Ginormously huge, man. Continuing to siege up this bottom right. This is a killer PVT. Gotta say, this is absolutely fantastic. This Dragoon casually has 4 kills. He's going to die. Arbiter trying to kill those tanks. Good luck with that, buddy. This base is pretty vulnerable, but I'm also not sure that BarrackS knows it exists. BarrackS knows this exists. That might actually be easier to kill. Dude, these Zealots coming in from a weird angle. Maybe kill a tank. Yeah, they got a tank before they all got evaporated. This Reaver micro by Snow defending this base is so big. No kills on that Reaver, but hey. Replacing the ones that die. 2 tanks down. Taking another siege tank shot would be big. No, Reaver takes 1, but not the 2. These probes need to get out of here. Can they be evacuated? Yeah, the shuttle could pick them up. It would be nice. 165 to 162 supply. Terran is ahead in supply. Not where you want to be as a Protoss at 24 minutes at all. Massive recall in on top of everything here. Wow! He completely shuts that down. Oh my gosh. I was coughing. I had the mic muted when that happened, but I tried to catch it at the end there. Good grief, what an amazing recall. Totally saves a lot of the stuff here. These probes all cloaked behind this mineral line alive. Grateful for that recall, man. BarrackS in here trying to kill this right side base of Snow's. Not re-expanding himself very well, which I think is a long-term problem for BarrackS here. But hey, this base, this Nexus might actually just straight up go down. These probes need to get out of here, man. The vultures are like, wait, we can kill this Nexus, or these probes could just get absolutely melted. 44 to 37 workers now in favor of BarrackS, but BarrackS is mining here, and that's about it. He needs a new base somewhere. He's thinking about expanding down here, but he's also worried about getting hit, understandably. So Nexus dead. This Nexus is dead. It is getting re-warped in. Snipe that probe at least? Oh, got cloaked. Okay, snipe the probe now, or are we attacking a cannon? Don't rightly know. Trying to bring a base over, yeah, from this minerals only base to the left side, 9 o'clock. That'd be a big one, but here comes, oh my gosh, a shuttle with reavers. Ready for this? Oh, this is so good. Oh, loses one of, oh, what? He defends with the vultures and both reavers die. They were both injured previously, obviously. For that to happen, oh, DT coming in. Guess what Spider Mines are going to do to this DT? Oh, actually triggering. Okay, Spider Mine takes out DT, detects the DT, and wipes it out. Right side base dead. We mentioned that. This base is back. These probes need to get to work right now. Both players pretty low econ right now. Snow's up overall, but the worker advantage in favor of the Terran is massive. Big attack left side. Where are the tanks? Here they come. Here come the tanks rolling in to try to save this right side or left side base at the 9 o'clock. Plus 3 tanks. Dragoons sitting here at 3-1 themselves. They hit, but they take the hits from the tanks because everything takes the hits from the tanks, doesn't it? All right. Command center lands. Dragoons can't kill it before they get wiped out by tanks, obviously. Got a science vessel down in the bottom right, just hanging out in that corner. Not sure what he's all about, but we've established the 9 o'clock. And the 12 o'clock is still running here for BarrackS. So, natural base could be mining from Snow if he wanted. Not really doing much of that at the moment. Oh, did he recall over here too? Oh my gosh. He does! He recalls over onto the command center, kills it again. Dude, we should have blue versus red at this one. It's hard to see brown on a map that is jungle tile set. EMP catches the Arbiter. Up the ramp we go. You can't stasis us. High Templar got EMP too. They must make an emergency Archon, which isn't very good against mech, as it turns out. This bottom right base is in a lot of trouble. The dudes that recalled on top of the 9 o'clock are coming to the bottom right to try to save it as well. Got Spider Mines all over this place. Hard to retake that one. Dude, dealing with this position is going to be really hard for Snow. Sieging up. Yeah, coming up this ramp's a nightmare. He does stasis the tanks on the top of the ramp. Oh, and then recalls on top of the position again. Can he clear it out like he did the first time? I don't think he can. He's trying to come from the bottom left. He's storming as well as he can at the top of the ramp here. This is an insanely good game. Wow, that Nexus is going to die. The Terran is too entrenched here in the bottom right to save it. Snow's income is the 6 o'clock, which again, I'm not sure BarrackS knows exists. 12 o'clock is the only thing the Terran has, but one base mining to one base mining favors the Terran. 99 times out of 100 science vessels out in front get sniped by the Dragoons. That sucks so much for the Terran player. Dragoons waiting for the tanks to come down the ramp. Oh my gosh, he just wiped that thing out. Snow avenges the death of the bottom right base for the second time. Tanks come out of stasis at the perfectly wrong time. Scan again, scan again, scan again, scan again, scan again, scan again, scan again. Invisible Dragoons are killing you. BarrackS does not have the energy for scan. Oh, no. Was it too late? I don't know. Those tanks are dead. 120 to 78 supply. Snow is up. That scan would have been really, really good. This base is mining for Snow. Can he hold it? Is the question. 12 o'clock. Rapidly running out of resources. And Snow's coming up to kill it. Oh, he just sneaks right up there. Just walks right in. Who needs a recall? But he can just walk into the enemy base. Oh, trigger the Spider Mine on these SCVs. Do it. Do it. Trigger the Spider Mine on the SCVs. Oh, no. I think that's it. I think BarrackS is dead. Hold on, he's coming south. He's like, wait a second, there's a whole base here. There's enough cannons to handle you vultures. Oh, he stasises the probes to keep them alive against the vultures. We never see that outside of fastest map. Snow! High IQ plays all over the place in this game, and GG BarrackS taps out in 30 minutes. Holy crap. I do want to see that one recall into the 9 o'clock, though. I feel bad that I missed that one. Again, the brown is tough. The brown is really tough to see on the minimap on jungle tile sets, especially, but hey, I did it because people like the colors. So is this the... Yeah, okay. So this is where BarrackS is like, hey man, get your dragoons out of my base. No one likes you. And then, as soon as he's gone, the Arbiter recalls in. Storms the tanks on the ramp. And BarrackS is like, oh, alright, well I guess this is dead. He tries to run to the command center, but he knows it's over. He brings these SCVs in here. Dude, if there was a storm available, that would have been insanely powerful on those SCVs, all clumped up like that. But instead, a bunch of the SCVs actually make it out, which is kind of a huge deal at this stage of the game. I mean, BarrackS loses anyway, but... yeah, and then this whole battle happens, and then there's the recall. And I was like, there's not enough to save the Nexus, and there wasn't enough to save the Nexus. But look at this. These 4 Dragoons at the bottom of the ramp and 1 High Templar. They just absolutely wipe out everything that tries to come down this ramp. Insanely powerful. And then these guys come out of stasis. But there's not a scan, there's not a scan, there's not a scan, there's not a scan. There's not a scan. And then everybody dies. Man. Crazy good PVT, though, for your Patreon cast of the week, huh? Great stuff from Snow, as always. And yeah, just sneaking up here. Triggering a spider mine. 30, 29. Let's see how many SCVs died in this great spider mine connection. Bam. Yeah, like 8. And then finally, BarrackS is like, are you serious? There's a base down here? How long has there been a base down here? The answer is forever. And then look, he brings all his probes together and stasises them so the vultures can't kill him. Oh, Snow, you are such a baller. What a move. Spider-Mine triggered up there. That was kind of by accident. This was for real. For real awesome. And Snow gets the win. I mean, we're just talking about an absolutely fantastic showing there for our guy Snow. I mean, what else do you expect from Snow, right? You know he's great because he's great. Will he win an ASL? It'd be nice. It'd be really nice. Maybe one day, maybe ASL 22, who knows? Woo! All right, let's wrap this thing up. 241,000 points and 217,000 points in favor of Snow. We outproduced the Protoss player. Got out killed by the Protoss player, not by very much. Structures raised, 37 to 25, a bloodbath for buildings on the map for sure. And then the outspend by Snow, about 13,000 resources in 30 minutes, which is about right. It was a close game, certainly. BarrackS gave Snow all that he had, but at the end of the day, Snow had some really Gosu maneuvers to pull off the win, and that was awesome. So, GG. Thanks again, RJB, for the replay, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya. Oh, there we go. Whoops, somebody knocked on my door there. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.